Welcome to 3D Amazon FBA. Today we're going to look at my top 5 items that I sold through 2021. I am going to blur out what they are because a couple of them are wholesale items. I just want to give you guys some encouragement of things that maybe you should try to implement in 2022 to grow your business. Okay, so let's get over to Inventory Lab. So for those of you that use Inventory Lab, if you want to get a rundown of your best items, you go to Reports, ASIN Profitability, which will take you to the screen I'm on now. It'll take a second to think, and you can see it's the same page. And what you do, if you want to look at a certain months, you go within. So we're going to look at all of last year. Let me see. So let's do 12/31, 2021 and search. So this will show you my top items for the entire year. So, this top item here is, the little seasoning I'm always talking about. I don't make a whole bunch per bottle, but you can see it adds up. I've sold 1,139 different orders. Now, I've had people buy 3, 4, 5 bottles of this pretty often. But, I made $2,759 off this one item. And this is just one item from a wholesale account. And I started selling it in August. So, that's, say, August, September, October, November, 5 months. So this number, in theory, there's always things that could change. Could get to about $6,000, $7,000, depending in 2022. So this item here is probably, it could account for about 10% of my income for the year if I double what I did. The ROI, is a little bit low at 38%, but we're looking at just total profitability here, and this item is profitable. It's super lightweight. I can fit 94 of these in a box. It costs me like $11 a ship. So shipping is not really much of a factor, so this is an amazing item. Next, this is something I buy at Big Lots, and I did get a couple at Burlington. I showed this on a video, I think back in November, but you can see I sold 137 different orders. I did have 22 returned. It is what it is. Returns are just part of Amazon, unfortunately. I don't know if this is going to be a seasonal item for Big Lots or not, but you can see I made $1,300, 230% return on investment off this one item. This was great for the Christmas season for me, as you can tell. Next, this is a toy I haven't seen in a few months, and again, I've talked about this video, and I haven't seen it in several months. But this is, the little mini brands. It was a 5-pack of mini brands. So, this was something that I buy all of, and when I see this at either Ross or DD's, I stop everything and I pretty much go to all the stores for this one item. You can see here $1,100 profit, and I sold 50 of them. So, that's what, about, say, $22 profit each, 102% return on investment. So that's, really good item to find. But that's mini brands, and it was in a 5-pack box. Next is another item I got from the same wholesale account as the top item, and I get it from a retail store as well. Or not a retail store, but another BBQ Sauce store. And I sold 310 bottles, made $945, 42% return on investment. Someone jumped on this listing a few weeks ago and tanked the price about $4 a bottle. I actually got, I think, about 40 bottles in my garage, wait for that person to hopefully sell out. But this is something I've sold off and on going back to around June or July. So hopefully if I can, that person hopefully just sells out and doesn't get back on the listing. I'm hoping this will jump up to about a $2,000 in profit off this one item in 2022. But again, it does depend upon other sellers. You can see I've got 73 on hand. I've got quite a bit still in the garage. I just didn't want to pay storage fees on something when someone dropped the price and mine isn't selling. So, this is a bundle that I get from Chewies.com. Sold 126 orders. And again, that could be multiple per order. You can see like I sell 1.1 for every unit sold. I've actually got about 30 more of these bundles sitting in the room next to me. And I have another bundle that's on the same listing that just didn't sell as many, but made $845.52. And there were times last year I wasn't stocking this item. So this number, hopefully I'm going to try to push and hopefully get it to about 1,500 in 2022 in profitability. Plus this is getting this on Chewies. If you use auto ship, they give you a 5% discount, which actually really helps you out because this item wouldn't be worth buying. You can see the return on investment is pretty low, 42%. But I probably wouldn't buy it without that 5% discount because each bundle, the prices have gone up because I think that's an average of the year. But the bundle's closer to $16 each now. So that 5% really helps. This is, I talk about Entertainment Earth as a place to get ungated on Amazon. There are a couple things I have bought and sold that were profitable. This one I just didn't buy enough for Christmas, or else I would have made a lot more money, especially since the price went up about $8 from Black Friday to the last week of Christmas, went up like $8 each. I was already sold out by then, but I sold 164 units of this one item and made almost $800. I have about another 100 on order, and they about ordering more because I sold about 100 of these in between mid to late November through early December. So this is an item I'm going to try to make sure I have plenty of throughout 2022. And this is another bundle that's kind of hard for me to gauge what to do with. And this is a bundle I get from Walmart. You see I sold 183 and I made $788.86. This item here was, I think it was about $3.49, I think it was, or 48 cents, somewhere in that range. At the beginning of 2021, it is now $4.40 a bottle. This has gone up a full dollar each for me. So it's hard to gauge whether or not it's something I could buy because there's one seller that always has it for $17.95, and when that person sells out, it jumps up to $24.99 typically. So it's not something I'm going to just go deep on like I was early last year because I'm only making pennies at $18. But when it does jump up to that $24.99, that's where a lot of this comes from. And you can see 53.7% return on investment. And I'll show you one more item since it's on the bottom. The numbers are already. So this is a 3-pack of an item I get from Walmart. This is something I sold pretty much the entire year last year. And you can see 1.39 units sold per order with 82 orders. So, I sold quite a bit here. Let me see. So I made $665.44. And this is just a 3-pack. The bundle is actually kind of expensive. The item cost me $4.98, I think, each, or $4.99, $4.97, something like that. Each unit, and there's 3 units in a pack. The ROI again is around 40%, but this is $665.44. The price on this is actually up. It usually goes for about $29.95, $29.90, somewhere in that range. It fluctuates within pennies, and it's currently going for $36 each, which obviously boosts up your profit about $5 each unit. So right now is a time really good for me on this, and I've got quite a bit in stock. I always make sure I have this item in stock. So I actually showed you guys 5, 6, 7, my top 8 items for 2022. And, these are all things with the exception of the second and third items here. These are all things that I either buy from a wholesale or I, always have it in stock as a replenishable item from Walmart. So, this is why I stay in this business or this kind of business model. Let's do some quick math here because it's consistent. And, just like most retail stores, consistency is key to have success. So these 8 items, I profited $9,214 last year. I mean, there's storage fees and there's shipping. Amazon, I use stickers and poly bags, But as far as product cost and everything, it's a $9,200 profit off 8 items. So this is the business model I use, and you can see why it's very consistent. I can already tell you this top item. I'm going to sell probably between 300-400 bottles a month of this top item. This one, someone did jump in on the listing, so I can't really predict that. I'll sell about 20 of this here. This one I'm sold out and it's on back order till March. This I'll sell, about 20 a month if I keep it in stock, between 10 and 20. This one here, I could say I sell about eight or 10 a month on this item here, and I can easily predict it, and gives me time to look for new items. Because if I could just be, okay, I already know I'm going to sell 10 units of this month, I'll get my 10 units now, and then I can just spend that time looking for new products to sell. So it really works out. So I hope this video works out for you guys, gives you guys some ideas. I strongly recommend getting into wholesale. Your margins will drop, but it's more consistent, and I think it's a safer way to do your business. So make sure you guys like, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.